Come look, you want open mail. We're opening some mail. Hey guys. Oh man. Hi. Whoop. I have chocolate on my mouth. I just ate a piece of chocolate. And I think there was some on my mouth. So guys, hi. Well, hello. Hello guys. Look at these shots. This is a real bad angle. Oh, Jesus. Hold on a second. I don't like how this is turning out already. This is not my best day. Oh, boy. Anyways, guys, here we are. We got some mail. Izzy sent in a letter, so we're going to open that guy up. And we'll probably talk for a while. Let's say hi to everybody. Hi, Izzy. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Mischief Ways, who I think is also Izzy. Hi, Carol. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Loki Shire. Hi, Anissa. Hi, Nikki. Hey, Chris. Good to see you again. I haven't seen you in a while. Mina. Creepy Smile Jester. Ooh. Oh, hey, it's your boy. What's going on, you boy? Gabriella. Mad Guys Y. Is that like number 2 in German? Mad Guy 2. Let's see. Thanks, Creepy Smile Jester. Hey, Neon Beast. Did I say hi to Mina yet? I think I did. Hey, Jasmine Drawings. Hey, Evie the Evie. I was going to say Evie the 3V, but it's Evie the Evie. Hey, Kayla. La 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 la. What has roots that nobody sees, is taller than trees, up, 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 it goes, and yet never grows? Oh, this is from The Hobbit. Roots that nobody sees, is taller than trees, up, up goes, and yet it never grows. Roots. I don't care. Hey, Miss Luna Miraz. Miss Luna Miraz. Good to see you. Hey, Photonic Summers. Chelsea Blount. Oh, well, cool. I liked one of your tweets. That's nice. Erica's already retracting things, she's saying. Kintsugi, hi. I see you again. Hello, other people. I'm committing to it. Doing a Bucky cosplay. Do it. Do it all, you know, all as much as you want to. Tolkien fans know the answer to that puzzle by heart. A, it's a mountain. Mountain has roots? Is that true? Anyways. I voted for you. Still vote for Loki. Yeah, don't. In upcoming elections, if you're in the United States, please don't write in Loki. We need a lot of sensible votes in America in the near future. So maybe not with the fictional characters would be great. The answer was mountains. I don't know though. I don't think mountains should have roots necessarily. Maybe roots across them. Hey, Keegan's Creations. Not much is going on. It's nice to see you too. Do you like pancakes or waffles? Okay, man. Okay, the pancakes or waffles question. I believe that pancakes are the breakfast of the people. I believe that waffles are a little bougie, a little too rich for my blood a lot of the time. Also, oftentimes not to my liking. Like I like both my pancakes and my waffles thinner than it is culturally normal to serve. I like little silver dollar pancakes that have like a stretch to them, and they're not as easy to tear. And I like a waffle that's like a flat, like an Eggo-sized waffle, more than I like a Belgian waffle. That being said, if I'm going to go to a restaurant, I'll order a waffle before I order pancakes, because I don't like restaurant pancake batter. However, if I'm at home, I will make pancakes before I make waffles, because I don't have a waffle maker, and because I prefer the way I make pancakes to the way I make waffles. I hope that answers your question. Never ask me anything ever again. And la 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 la. Hey, Eris. Right now I'm in Orlando at the USA Pro Wrestling show. Oh, that's pretty cool. Even though the opportunity to help out by setting up chairs and tables, nice. Hey Sarah, welcome. I hope this isn't a bad experience for you since you're new. Weird Psycho, hello. How long did you do about your... How long did you do... How long did my Loki cosplay take? It took a year for several artists to make. I did not make my costume. So, I commissioned it, and throughout the process of ordering and, you know, getting this and then replacing this with that, it took about a year. The big costume took about a year. The first one took 6 months. And then the one that you normally see took about a year. Moving on. I rejected my own comment because it was... Oh, Eris. I'm sure it was a fine comment. What about IHOB? What the heck? I mean, whatever. I guess they want to sell more burgers. That's fine. When did you start Loki cosplay? Was that 2015? I don't know. It was in the early 2010s-ish. Maybe 2013. Who cares? Have you ever been to Dutch Con in the Netherlands? No, I don't travel that much. I barely even leave California. Nikki Boo. Cool. Team Cap or Team Stark? Well, here's the thing, is that Captain America was obviously the more... On that issue, Captain America was in the right. However, I don't disagree with Tony Stark's sort of leanings in that movie, in that politicians were trying to regulate something that could potentially have been dangerous. Which I think the conversation should have gone on a little longer, but they only had a certain amount of time in the movie. So, technically, Team Cap. Team Stark, Team Stark. Team Loki, screw you guys. The Rolling Gamer. Oh boy, it doesn't have to be a fight, Rolling Gamer. Are you going to keep cosplaying as a new character now that, no, Eris, I don't see many new cosplays in my future because, I don't know, Loki was just kind of a really good fit. But even that, I just haven't been cosplaying much lately, so I don't know. I don't know what the future of my cosplay sort of career is going to be, but, we'll see. Boy, what's good, Loki, says Deformed Egg. Hanging in there. It's going alright. How's your day going? It's going well. I've been cleaning my kitchen all day. I love you and miss you, says Deformed Egg. Ooh, Deformed Egg, you're already creeping me out. Really nice. Hope things are going good for you tonight. Just hopped online myself. Well, Wendigo girl. Well, Wendigo. That's where the first appearance of Wolverine. Hulk was fighting, like they were both searching for Wendigo. That's cool. Silver Mist, hi there. IHOB, it's the same, it's diner. Yeah, exactly, Chris. It's the same as Denny's, it's the same as it was when it was IHOP. There's a place around here called Norm's. They're all the same place. It's a diner. Classic diner setup. Ever heard of Hamilton the musical? I have heard of it. I've never seen it. Deceit Sanders. I'm sorry. So I don't have much to say about it. Finally not doing this when it's 1 a.m. for me. Sorry, Silver Mist. I'm in California, and you're probably in, like, friggin' Norway or something. I don't know. Hamilton's dope. Sorry for starting a fight. It's okay, Rolling Gamer. Things get confrontational real fast, so if you don't kind of nip them in the bud in the chat room real early, they kind of spiral out of control fast. So I appreciate you kind of stepping away from the screw you guys mentality. I know sometimes it's easier to be confrontational than not. There's only one God, man, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that. Herb Derp Cap. Haven't been cosplaying much. I'm broke. Well, Gabriella, if you're broke, I don't advise getting into cosplay because it's a very expensive habit. As fun as it is, you can wear a t-shirt and still make plenty of friends. No, Charlie, you didn't miss much. We've just been answering some real simple questions to start. I wish I can me you. I don't know what that means. Hey, Virgin Food. That's a weird name. Deformed Egg. Got the weird face ready to roll. Copy and paste, straight up. I create kids for my language. I create kids for my favorite figures like Joker or Deadpool. I just created a daughter of Loki, and I got the inspiration when I saw one of your videos and I lost my inspiration for 5 months, so thank you so much. Well, hey, no problem, creepy smile. Jester, I'm always happy to be someone who inspires you to create a Daughter of Loki doll. Yay, cause Kayla, how did I meet ThorTV? I met ThorTV at Stan Lee's Los Angeles Comic-Con, which was then called Kamikaze, and we just kind of hung out all day, and then we ended up hanging out even beyond the con, so that was cool. And then we just sort of kept in touch and did a lot of stuff together. So that's the story with ThorTV. It was just two people meeting at a con. Greetings from Germany. Even if it's late, it's still nice to be here and have a nice time. Well, thanks, Jasmine, and I'm happy you're here. It's good to see you. Yanni or Laurel. Jeez, Chris, you're just like you just want to talk about memes. I just got back from Norway. I named him after the Wolf Ranger of Power Rangers. Cool. If you could get anything from Comic-Con, what would you get? If I could get anything, like, merchandise-wise? I mean, I don't know. The one thing that I actually would maybe buy at Comic-Con if the price was right is a D&D Player's Guide. 5th edition Player's Guide. Sorry, I got something in my eye. I'm like watching myself rub my eye. Yeah, I don't really do much shopping at cons, honestly. There's not a lot of like stuff that I'm like, oh, I need to buy that. Like, I have a really small apartment and there's just not a lot of places to put things. If I'm going to go to a con to buy something, I'll go to a gaming convention like Strategicon and I'll buy some weird games for cheap and then I'll bring them home and see if they're playable. Okay. What do you think Loki would make the best team with? Who do you think Loki would make the best team with? I mean, it depends on whether or not you want a well-rounded team or what. I would say kind of notorious grifters and tricksters, maybe? Like, or maybe outcasts? Like, I would like to see Loki with perhaps Gambit and if I start saying like a lot of X-Men characters, like Loki with Gambit, Domino, just because Domino always makes a good addition to a team. And who else is real like tricky? What's his name? Come on. The guy Jake Gyllenhaal. No, the guy, the illusion guy from Spider-Man with the ball on his head. Oh, Jesus, what am I doing? Mysterio. Loki, Mysterio, and Gambit and Domino, I think would be a good team. You kind of get a little bit of the X universe, a little bit of the Spider-Verse, a little bit of the Avenger-verse, the Thor-verse. Anybody else? Maybe Thor. Who's a good cosmic? Who's like the equivalent of Mr. Mxyzptlk? You know what? Mr. Mxyzptlk. I would put him in there too. I love your reactions to my comments. Cosplay is really expensive. My blonde wig for my Danny costume was over $20. Yeah, and I mean that's $20. Like sometimes you can spend hundreds of dollars on a single piece of a cosplay. You sound so creeped out. Oh, get over it, deformed egg. You're fine. It's not like I was like wailing on you or anything. I make props. I want to send you one, but I don't want to give you one you already have. Which ones would you like? Just out of any prop? Or like, what do you... I mean, I don't really... Like I said, I haven't been cosplaying a lot lately, so... I don't really need props. I was just talking to somebody about how if I was going to have any prop in the world, it'd be cool to have the lawgiver from the original Stallone Judge Dredd movie. That would be cool to have. But I wouldn't ever do anything with it. Like, even if you like, if someone offered me a free prop of some kind, like, I'd be like, why don't you just sell it to someone? Because I'm not gonna wear it or use it at all. Okay. Also got a free haircut. That's pretty cool, Izzy. Loki lives forever. It's 12 a.m. in Poland. I'm sorry, Agata, that it's so late there. I forgot what I heard. Who doesn't love memes? I like memes. What are you drawing nowadays? I've been drawing a lot of D&D stuff. A lot of fantasy characters that we're playing in our various campaigns. So that's what I've been drawing mostly. I drew my thief yesterday while I was waiting on a render at work. Gonna go tomorrow, stay up early for musical school. Want a good night, morning, Netherlands for me. Have a good night, creepy smile gesture. Do you still have your cat? I do have my cat. She's on the bed right now. Let me see if I can... She's right there. Hey, little bear. Hi. Meow, meow. Yeah, so there's the cat. That's the cat cameo. The cat meow. Cat meow. That you're gonna get for today. Norway is low-key dope. Real nice. Loki and Deadpool. I don't want Deadpool and Loki because I don't feel like Deadpool's a very good team player. A little weird question here because I know some of the people that can do this for cosplaying. Do you know Futhark, and can you write it? I'm guessing Futhark is some sort of shipping term that has to do with Tony Stark and Futh. I don't know who Futh is. Because I can do this and cosplay Loki. Yeah, I don't know what Futhark is. So you're going to have to elaborate more, at which point I may completely ignore your question if it has anything to do with Tony Stark having sexual relations with another Marvel character. Moving on, if Loki should have a day like Odin, Thor, and Frigga, would that be Saturday? There is a Loki day. I think it's Friday. No, that's Freya's day. Odin is Wednesday. Thor is Thursday. Yeah, Loki is Satyr's day. The trickster, Satyr. Okay, moving on. Izzy, Deformed Egg. I'm from Norway too. Mysterio. There you go. That's the one. Wow, I'm all the way at that point. Anyway, Bill, I hate to cut and run. Show is about to start. Bye, Chris. Miss you. Loki, Agent of Asgard. I don't know. Have you read it? I have not read Loki, Agent of Asgard. Loki and Deadpool. Hey, Kintsugi. Do you watch anime? Very little anime. I just finished... I'm in the middle of watching Kill la Kill right now, and I'm confused and befuddled by it. I don't write, but I can read Anglo-Saxon runes. Oh, Futhark. Okay. Futhark being a language or some sort of runic code or something. No, I don't know any of that stuff. Watching this instead of cleaning, worth it. Yeah, I've been cleaning all day too. It's good to take a break. Hey, Selena. Who here has a pet? 2 bunnies. I'd like to say thanks for one of the videos. Thanks to dress in your costume, which was amazing. I greet you from the mother city of Cape Town, South Africa. Well, hey, Elton, thanks for watching. I'm glad you could be here. Like a decoration from Marvel? I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, I don't know. Marvel. Yes, I like Marvel stuff. For my last comment, if you don't know it, Futhark are Norse runes. English is a little weird. Oh, I assume the worst. When people ask me if I know or do a thing that has anything to do with a sound that is in any way resembling Tony Stark, Iron Man, Loki, Thor, or any Avengers, I immediately think that it has to do with shipping superheroes, and that makes me nervous. I have 3 dogs and 2 fish. Izzy's got a lot of animals. What Marvel character / actor would you like to meet in real life? Man, I think Chris Pratt would be fun to meet. Yeah, I like Chris Pratt a lot. Jeff Goldblum would be cool to meet. You know, Ryan Reynolds would be cool to meet. I don't know. I like, but the thing is, when I say meet, I mean like sit down and like have a meal with and like talk to for 10, 12 minutes. Like as far as like getting a photo op with a celebrity, I truly don't care about any of it. Kaylee loves Loki. Hi there. How do you afford all of your stuff for cosplay? Well, Ashley, I worked for a very long time in visual effects, and I had saved up a bunch of money, and that's how I afforded my costume. So I'm a pretty big advocate for, if you're going to commission a costume and you're going to like want it to be a really nice costume, pay artists whatever they ask you to. You don't lowball them, you don't haggle them, you ask an artist for a commission price, and then you give that money to them. And I feel bad about saying that because when I first started looking for the Loki costume stuff, I was one of those guys that was like, oh hey, how much is this? And then they tell me how much this is, and I'm like, that's too much, I'll go somewhere else and get it. And I should have just been like, oh, thank you for the quote, I will let you know. And, you know, never gotten back to them. But still, like, I learned very quickly that if you don't pay to have something made at a high level of quality, you're going to end up with something that you're not satisfied with, if that makes any sense. How do you... Hey, it's next week already, confused. No, it's Mailbox Day. Ty, it's, we got a letter from Izzy, which I'll be opening shortly. I'm just trying to like catch up with all the comments. What's your email? loki.shorley.hates.you@gmail.com is my email. I believe that's also on my Facebook. You can see. You can also contact me through Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. I'm gonna go now. Bye, Deformed Egg. Loki would probably be annoyed by Deadpool. Agreed. What color are your bunnies? Have a nice day. Do you like fantasy novels? Reading Malazan books, recommend them. Actually, Wendigo Girl, I've been reading a lot of the Dresden books lately, and they're pretty good. And I've been conflicted about them because I don't actually like the character of Harry Dresden very much, but I like a lot of the characters surrounding him, which I think goes to show you how well written sort of the world is, that I can be reading a book that's narrated by someone that I don't particularly love, but I'm still willing to stay on board. Yeah, I came to Japan, it's super funny. Hey Katie, how old are the bunnies? A lot of bunny talk. Have you ever watched Supernatural? I have not. What's poppin', sis? I'm sorry, would you like a prop from Marvel as decoration? I mean, Keegan, if you want to send something, I say send it. If you don't, if this isn't stuff that you have laying around, I don't want you going out of your way to send me Marvel props that I'm going to put on a shelf and never like do anything with. As you can see, I don't do much decorating. This is what it is for me. I keep my walls pretty bare, so if you expect to like send a prop and then have it hanging on my wall next time, it's just not going to happen. Robert Downey Jr. seems like he would be fun. I got a feeling Robert Downey Jr. would just not have the energy to really talk to me if I didn't have $1 million to offer him. Ever heard of Thomas Sanders? I don't believe I have. Do you have any advice for the beginner cosplayer? Because I would like to start cosplaying. Start small. Just get the t-shirt. Get the t-shirt of the character and wear that. And maybe with some boots or the correct color pants that go with the costume or something. But don't spend $1 million on your first costume. But don't, Agatha, don't do $1 million cosplay as your first cosplay. Also, fan is super nice and polite dude. I'm glad to hear that about Jeff Goldblum. I always thought of him as being a nice guy. What's your favorite animal? Ooh, I like dogs. I mean, realistically, if I'm gonna spend time with any animal in the world, like, you can't beat a dog. You shouldn't beat a dog, but like, a dog's pretty much the perfect animal. So that's your answer, Kayla. One of my mixed chihuahuas is named Prince. Okay, I'm gonna leave you. Bye, Kintsugi. Bye. I've had Brownie since I was 4. Okay, Brownie's a dog. Do you hate people who ship characters because you said it makes you nervous? Listen, you're allowed to have whatever, like, preferences you want. I feel that being enthusiastic enough about sort of your kinky, like, comics related stuff, being so excited about it that you openly, like, start talking to strangers about it, that's where I get nervous, because we're in mixed company here. There's no agreement of, like, hey guys, like, we're all adults who are into this, so now we can talk about it and be on the same page. What I get nervous about with especially a lot of the, like, Thorky stuff is people think it's like a joke, think it's like this fun, sexy, like, you know, tongue-in-cheek taboo thing, and they want to, like, bring it up in casual conversation, and you end up being in a room with, like, a couple of 18-year-olds, a couple of 16-year-olds, a couple 35-year-olds, and a couple, like, 12-year-olds talking about really kind of sensitive, like, mature content, and it's not appropriate for everyone and their background and their upbringing and whatever. So the shipping thing makes me nervous because it's not always relegated to, like, hey, I made a group that only adults can join, or that only the people who appreciate this can join. It's always just like, hey, I'm into Loki, and I'm going to post a bunch of, like, you know, cute stuff and, like, pictures of Tom Hiddleston, and I'm going to post, like, Marvel news. But then I'm going to occasionally just, like, throw in, like, extremely lewd photos of, like, you know, Loki with his dick out or something like that. And that's the stuff where I'm just like, I don't want to encourage that. So that's my sort of real stance on the shipping conversation, if that's what you want to, if that's how we want to do it. Hey, Hope. Okay. Says the guy who has a cat. How are you doing in DC or Marvel? I prefer Marvel, but I prefer Image over both Marvel and DC. I gotta go catch a movie. Bye, Selena. You are starting a fight with Marvel. You are starting a fight with Marvel or DC? Would I rather fight with Marvel? I don't know what that means. I mean, I'd rather just have it be amalgam and see both of them at the same time. Shout out to the Hillsdale Batman. Hey, Hillsdale Batman, what's going on? Hillsdale Batman. Man. Hillsdale Batman. I don't know how to make an H, a B, and then an M. By the way, I'll be in LA for... Oh, cool. Well, let us know, Candace, when you get there, because we'll maybe hang out. Hey, Stephanie. My older sister hates you. Pouts sadly. Well, your older sister can fucking go fuck herself. I don't know. Anyways, let's open this letter from Izzy that came into the P.O. box, and I'm sure it's gonna have some pretty cool stuff in it. Izzy has sent me an email earlier that said, you know, that there's going to be a second letter coming, but it hadn't arrived by today. So we're opening one, and you're gonna have to live with it. Okay? Be right back, says Kayla. Thanks, dude. Love the channel. Get your live chat updates often, but always at the worst time. Yeah, I mean, it's typically after I get out of work, Hillsdale Batman, so, like, you know, it's, it can be rough sometimes for people who aren't on the same schedule as me. Do you like chocolate cookies? I'll eat chocolate cookies. You know what I really like? And I don't mean to make this as a request, but I like chocolate cookies. I like chocolate chip cookies. I like ginger cookies. And like molasses cookies. A cookie that'll give you a nice snap to it. Booyah. I'll eat that by all means. Hey, my girlfriend's here. Oh, I'm glad you didn't freak out, Gailey. So, Izzy has sent me a very weathered poem, a poetron that I will now read to you. It is a full page long. Okay. This looks like a poem by Izzy, Disney, composed on June 22nd, 2018. The title is Wolf of Hell. I see you, but you can't see me. Who am I? I am an ancient animal. I have roamed the earth, way before your kind. You can't hide from me. I will find you before you can find me. My eyes shine in the moonlight. I am one with fire. I will catch your scent no matter what. You better run. For I am fast, but I never hunt alone. I'm sorry, I don't know why I put make in there. We run in the dark. You are fast, but not fast enough. I can sense that you're afraid. That was intense, Izzy. One bite and it's over. With one bite, you fall to my mercy. You kick and yell, but it's no use. I have my teeth deep inside you. Izzy, okay, moving on. Your scream as my teeth rip your flesh. My brothers and sister join in. I look at you and I know that you are in hell. But you deserve this and more. Tearing you apart brings me great joy to see you squirm at my mercy, for all you humans are the same. Why, you may ask? Then just look at your wall, decorated with the fur of my parents. Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. Leaving me and my sibling to survive alone. As my siblings rip you apart, I lunge myself at you and place my paws over your chest. You see in my eyes the flames of hell. I see the fear in your eyes with joy. I go for your throat, squeezing tightly with my mouth until your body stops shaking. You will never see daylight again. I feast on your flesh as I feast on my revenge. Nothing is left but your blood on the snow. Remember my story. But better yet, remember me the next time you hear a howl, for I might be tracking you down. You'll soon be staring off into my eyes, into the eyes of hell. Well, thank you, Izzy, for that extremely intense poem. Very aggressive. And I get it. I mean, I remember when I was in, like, even elementary school, I used to like writing very sort of, say graphic, violent stories myself. And it was, I look back now and I'm like, where did I get all that, like, anger from? Like, where did that come from? But you know what? It was part of, like, how I was dealing with things. And, you know, sometimes you gotta let out the wolf energy. And then maybe later on you end up with a little more, like, rabbit energy, like Bunny chewing on some celery instead of the throat-ripping hell wolf. But until that time, you let out, you get it all out. You shake it out, you get the wiggles out. Yeah, I mean, virgin food drawing is good as well. Again, drawing was one of the big outlets for me when I was young as well. Okay, where were we? We're gonna let's see. Love, best wishes from Tan. Love the vids. Can't stop watching. Dub Smash you did with ThorTV. Thanks, Jason. If we lived closer, you know, maybe we'd still be doing Dub Smashes. But, you know, unfortunately, he's like 5 or 6 hours away. Did I mention decals? Yeah, Keegan, if you need decals, I can make decals. So just send me a message about what kind of decals you need made, and we'll figure something out. Hey, my girlfriend's here. Okay. Okay. Thank you. 3 sheets to the wind right now. Oh, my girlfriend's drunk. Did I scare you? Izzy, you didn't scare me. I'm just... I wonder... I see... When I read this, I see... what I'm sort of projecting onto this is a statement about man versus nature and the sort of cruelty that we take for granted, and then the sort of natural retribution that comes with that. And that's a pretty heavy thing to write about, but it's also something that shows that you're thinking about, like, maybe it's in my best interest to be aware of all the things in nature and how they operate, and that I'm just a human being that, without all the artifice of infrastructure, that maybe like I'm not as formidable as people often think they are. So I get that poem. I get it, and I think it's you took the time to write it, and that's something that a lot of people wish they would have done with their lives. It's like, hey, I wish I had written that poem that I wanted to write. You're adorable. I wish I could hug you. Another question: if you learn any language, any culture from live with any culture for a month, what would you choose? So Ashley, I actually would really like to bone up on my Spanish, but I can't do it unless I'm totally immersed. Like, I would have to go to Guatemala for a few months to really to start learning Spanish. And I like speaking Spanish. I'm just not very good at it. That being said, if the question isn't about language, it's just about culture. I was just watching episode 3 or 4 of Luke Cage, and man, if I could just have people around me who spoke in a Jamaican accent all the time, God, I love listening to Jamaican dialect. It's so the way the words and the consonants sound together. Oh, it's so cool. It's just it's right on the edge of being a different language. And man, it makes me want to be maybe I should listen to more reggae just to hear that dialect more, because it's so cool. But I don't think I'll ever take the initiative. I don't think that culture is something that I should be endeavoring to pursue as a novelty, whereas if I can make a Jamaican friend, that's a friend for life, because that's somebody whose voice I just like listening to. Okay, did you know that dogs have killed more people than wolves? A wolf has never killed a person ever. I don't know if that's completely true, Keegan. I'm pretty sure wolves have, in history, killed someone. Maybe not in recent history, but to say a wolf has never killed anyone, that's a tough claim to back up. I'd also like to add to Lord Thor just visit South Africa, especially Cape Town. You can meet other cosplayers here, especially. Yeah, Elton, we have not traveled for a con in quite some time as far as being invited guests, and when we have, it's usually in California. I would not hold out hope for us and either of us in coming to Cape Town at any point. But you know what? Stranger things have happened. So email your local con, see what they say. If they want guests, we're happy to set aside the time. Listening to music is a great way to deal with anger as well. My favorite part of crafting, repeatedly searing my fingers on hot glue and having no self-control over waiting for it to cool slightest bit. Yeah, I try to stay away from hot glue, Anissa. I'll learn how to sew before I make a costume with hot glue. It tends to fall apart. The other envelope is very special. It's a gift from Prince. Oh boy, that's a doggy gift. Kind of want to learn Japanese. Japanese would also be a very cool language to learn. I have a buddy who, throughout college insisted that he didn't hate anime, but he was like, anime kids, a bunch of jerks, like they're obsessed with some other culture. And then he years later started dating a Japanese girl, and he like immersed himself in the culture. He learned how to like speak fluently, and he started taking like bi-yearly trips out to Japan. His wedding is in Japan later this year, so I thought that was really funny. Okay. Num, 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 num. I understand what you meant. I used to write pretty dark poems myself. Yeah, I mean, we all go through a period, I think, or many of us do, where we're writing things who, when we get to be adults, we're like, man, I was kind of a spooky little kid. Man, I want to have convos with you. Well, Ashley, you're here, and we're having a convo. This is the first dark poem I wrote. People who read it were shocked. Well, yeah, Izzy. I'm assuming you're not the type of person who routinely talks about ripping throats out with your teeth, so it is usually pretty shocking to you know, read that sort of sentiment from any person. English is the hardest language, apparently, so I believe you could totally learn Spanish with help. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would have any trouble learning Spanish, but I'd need to be in the environment where I'm incentivized to do it. Mr. Bill, isn't it fascinating on how a fictional world that we all love and celebrate, it united us all around the world, and we joined together as one? Sure. And I think it's funny because that world has separate worlds, and you know, I think this is a completely different group than the group that's really into the X-Men fandom or whatever. And like, you know, we've still got steps to take to be like, hey, we all even love Marvel before we even get into that step where we're like, we all love superheroes in general, and before the step where we're like, we all actually like each other. And that's sort of the end goal, I think. I gotta go. Have a good night, Gabriella. Are you gonna do more collabs with ThorTV? You know, Mad Guy, I don't know what ThorTV's schedule is. I was actually thinking about it when I was setting up this stream today. I was like, maybe I should just call Steven and be like, hey, jump on the computer and let's do a real quick stream. But it was late enough that if I didn't start immediately, but one of these days, I think probably you will see ThorTV and I doing a stream again. I don't know when, but at some point. My poetry went from borderline suicidal to vaguely romantic and melancholy. You get the mood. We all get the mood, Anissa, and I hope that when you get the mood, you can, you know, reach out enough to you know, dig yourself out of the hole, because sometimes that mood is a deep, dark place to be in. Occasionally talk about ripping throats out, and then again, I'm currently writing about vampires and werewolves, so there you go, Carol. Where do you live? Not specific city, but like state. I live in the USA. I live in Los Angeles. Going for the turkey. I express myself through my writing. Also writing a book that I've been writing for 4 years. That's really cool. It's going to be weird not seeing you guys at SDCC. Yeah, Candace, I just don't have the patience for the big cons right now. I can't. I don't have the energy, and I don't have the excitement that I used to. But maybe someday we'll be back at the cons. Until then, I'm taking it easy. That English is a pretty easy language compared to others. Wow, Jasmine's contesting English is a hard language. Well, there you go. Carpe jugulum, seize the jugular, seize the throat. Finally caught a stream. Yeah, Crimson, we're coming towards the end. We're actually 15 minutes longer than we usually run, so congratulations. Book is about a wolf. My main character. The book is called Rumble. Cool. Since you look like Loki, what's the biggest prank you ever pulled on someone? Biggest prank? I regret one of the pranks that I actually remember playing. I was working for the company that did the 3D conversion on Captain America at the time. And whenever you finish working on a movie at a visual effects house, there's sort of like a period of much less work. You go from working 12 or 13 or 10 or 12 hour days to going back to like 8 hour days. So the day after that deadline happens, they don't give you a day off, but you come back and there's sort of a feeling of like, okay, we're going to start something new. No one knows what they're doing anymore. We've got a whole new set of rules. But I had always come in early. Like, day starts at 9. I would get there at 7:30 so I could leave earlier in the day because that's just how I like to live my life. And we had wrapped Captain America at the time, and I was like, I'm going to come in early and see if I have any work assigned to me, and if I don't, I'll have to just take a nap for like an hour and a half. But I didn't feel... I didn't feel like taking a nap when I got there, so I was like, I'm just going to sit here for an hour and a half and like wait for all my other coworkers to arrive. So what I did instead was I took all of the objects on my desk, which at that time was a fairly large amount of stuff. I took all the stuff off my desk and I put it in my car. And then I went to a movie that started at 9 a.m. and went until about 11 a.m., knowing that I was going to show up for work like a couple hours late. And while I was in this movie, I basically was like, I'm not going to answer my phone. So I had a bunch of coworkers who thought I had been fired because I cleared off my desk before they showed up that day. And they thought I had been fired. They thought I just picked up and left. They thought that I was like suicidal. And I scared a few of them really badly, and I regret that. I typically don't play pranks too much because I feel like even lighthearted ones can come off as being like sort of mean. So I try not to play pranks too much. I don't do anything on April Fools. I leave people alone. If they play pranks on me, I typically don't give people as much attention as they hopefully want. La 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 la. I'm writing a Doctor Strange fan fiction. Keegan, you can always send me a Tumblr link to your Doctor Strange fiction. I don't know if I'm ever going to have time to read anything, but you can send it to me. I'll certainly take a look. You can just say LA because it's so damn huge, you could just never find that person anyways. LA is a very big county, city, whatever it is. Yeah, if I had said I live in Kingston, Rhode Island, that would be different. Which I used to live in Kingston, Rhode Island, but not anymore. Hey, thanks, Sphinx Cat. It's 100 pages long. Whoa, Izzy, that's a lot of pages. Hey, Jane. I don't even know what rude gesture I'm supposed to make, but that's the one you got. It's a physical book. Wow. Do you have a Tumblr? If so, what is it? I think, Fizzpop, my Tumblr is it Loki _hates_? Try Loki hates you. Try just straight up Loki hates you, all one word. I don't remember exactly what my Tumblr is. It might be Loki.hates.u. I know my... Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's in there somewhere. Do you watch any gaming YouTubers? I don't. Virgin Food. I'm going to be honest. As far as, like, professional video game players go, I think most of them are obnoxious. The fact that people watch other people play video games and it's a way for other people to like act like they're an authority on playing a game that they didn't help to design. I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way, so I typically stay away from gaming YouTubers and Twitch people and stuff like that. What do you think about Kosovo? Oh my god. I do not have any comments to make about any socioeconomic or political situations that are happening around the world right now. I'm not well informed enough to comment on Kosovo. I'm sure there's something incredibly important happening there, and I'm sure that I'm not nearly informed enough to speak about it in a public forum. So unfortunately, that's a cop-out for your question, Mad Guy, but I'd rather not say something that's going to make someone feel like I'm being insensitive to them and their home or whatever relationship they have to Kosovo. Unless Kosovo is like an anime that just happens to have the name of a place and I've never heard of it, I'm not even going to get into it. You used to do special effects. What films did you work on? I worked on, oh man, Gulliver's Travels, Thor, Avengers, Captain America, Guardians of the Galaxy, X-Men Apocalypse, Hansel and Gretel, Wolf Hunters, Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, let's see, what else? God. Worked on San Andreas, I worked on Ant-Man, I worked on Winter Soldier, I worked on Jurassic Park, the 3D conversion, I worked on... Oh, God. I didn't touch that one. Did I touch Green Hornet? I don't think I ever did anything on Green Hornet. Okay, I worked on a bunch of stuff. I worked on the trailer for Deadpool when they first converted that. It was crazy. What do you think about... You are so down to earth and you're an amazing man. Okay. Well, thanks, Keegan. Hi, Shiloh. It was really nice to be here, and I was happy to catch a stream, but it's midnight 18. Should be going to bed. Well, have a good night, Jasmine. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Mad Guy. Like, the thing is, I don't even know how touchy it is. Like, that's how touchy it is that I know when I hear Kosovo, I'm pretty sure the last time I heard the term Kosovo, it was in relation to, like, soldiers doing things there. And I don't know much about soldiering, and I don't know much about Kosovo. So I hope everything's well there. I want everything to be great in Kosovo. I want everyone to just be like, hey, you know what, want to go see a movie today? We live in Kosovo. We have the freedom to do that. And they should. Like, that'd be great. And everyone can just go about their business, and everyone's happy. Right? Right. Great. Thanks, Anissa. So, guys, we've finally caught up to the end of the chat. We've been going for almost an hour. And you've all stuck with it. There's a couple people that have dropped out, but you know what? I'm pretty happy with the turnout today. So, do I believe in the paranormal? More aliens than ghosts. I believe in aliens more than I believe in ghosts. It's peaceful, but I also have a lot of poverty. Yeah, poverty is depressing and hard to deal with. So, guys, I'm going to go take a shower because my hair's in oily mode right now, and I need to do something about that. And, I'm sorry, Keegan. And, alien ghosts are possible, I guess. I don't know. But I'm going to go do that, and then I got my D&D group tonight, so, if we get more stuff in the P.O. box, I'll be sure to do another Loki's Mailbox stream. But otherwise, I'm trying to do one a week. I'm trying to do one between, like, Tuesday and Thursday. So we'll do either a drawing one or just a talking one or a mailbox one or whatever we can. So in the meantime, I want y'all to have a good day. Loki doesn't hate me. Loki kind of is ambivalent towards me. So, in the meantime, everyone be good, have fun, and, you know, get out of here. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Until then, miss you, love you, bye-bye. I wanna know Loki, and watch you